Been quite a while since I filmed a video, but I wanted to talk about how to get rid of sexual urges when you're doing semen retention, right? Because that's the main reason why people fail. And if you didn't know, I was on my 11-month semen retention streak. I ended it after ayahuasca, and now I've been back on it. It's almost been about 90 days. I was gonna wait until 90 days before I made a video, but I just decided that I was gonna make a video now because I was watching some videos online, and guess what happened? No, I did not get a sexual urge. I was inspired to create a video on this topic. I was actually watching Elliot Hulse, and he was talking, I don't remember what he was talking about, but I started to get a bunch of insights, inspiration from what he was saying. And it sparked a flame. You know, he's a good fire starter, right? It sparked a flame in me to start making videos again. And somehow my mind went to the idea or the topics of sexual transmutation, semen retention. And the first insight that came into my mind was about controlling your urges, right? How do you transmute your sexual desire? How do you transmute that urge to engage in something sexually? Because I know when I was relapsing always in the past, when I was in the beginning phases of my sexual transmutation journey or my semen retention journey, what would always get me are those goddamn sexual urges, right? It feels like your genitals are about to explode. You get overcome with this intense heat of desire, right? You're just like, I gotta do something with it, right? In my experience, when that happens, generally your energy is already, it's stagnant, right? It's being stuck at the lower chakras. I've talked about this before. For me, when I do semen retention correctly, and I'm doing my daily sadhanas, my breath work, that energy gets to circulate through my body naturally, right? Very rarely do I get sexual urges. I still get them, but I can transmute them. I can eliminate them, right? I can get rid of them, right? Within a minute or two, maybe 3. Usually it happens pretty quickly. And I'm gonna teach you how. But first, I'm gonna give a little more background information on what I'm trying to say, right? When you successfully are doing semen retention or successfully transmuting your sexual energy, that energy usually automatically gets transmutated, right? So for me, instead of getting a sexual urge when I'm doing stuff, I get inspiration, right? That lower energy gets transmuted automatically because my energy is flowing into inspiration, okay? I don't get dominated by my sexual desire anymore, okay? I know how to control it. If a hot girl comes into the room with a very sexy, attractive, just oozing sexual energy, or like just provokes me, I know how to ride that dragon. I know how to tame that dragon, okay? I know how to keep it under control. Now, are there moments where there's a girl who just takes your breath away and you're like, and then all your energy goes, and you're like, just stunned by her beauty? Yeah, there's still those moments for me. But those girls don't come around that often. And when they do come around, it charges me up even more. And I look forward to those moments because I can use those moments to enhance my, I call it game, not game, but because game is like pickup. I don't do pickup. I'm bad with women, just so you know. I suck with females, but I'm talking about game in terms of sexual transmutation, semen retention, okay? I look forward to these moments because now I can really test my transmutational powers, okay? For most men, when a hot girl like that comes in the room, their instinct, their urge is to externalize it, right? They project it. They'll either act more masculine than they actually are, they'll go talk to her, they'll toy their friend. If it's a guy, they'll try to like beat on him. At least that's what I've seen. And those are some urges that I observe, which I don't act on. So the energy gets externalized, right? And let me tell you right there, that's a trap, okay? You externalize your energy in front of a hot, beautiful girl, you are ejaculating energetically, okay? The way I do it, secret, hint, hint, is I allow that energy to like ejaculate inside of me, okay? I don't I don't engage with her. At least I try not to, at least unless I really feel called to talk to her. Most of the time, it's just physical chemistry acting up, which I then transmute into spiritual energy, heightened sense of awareness, heightened sense of activity within my own body, which she then, it's going to be funny for all the girls watching it, which she then picks up on and feels attracted towards, but I'm only amplifying her energy in a way, you know what I'm saying? Because my cells in my body are responding to her because it's like aroused. My body is like, argh. I'm not getting a boner. I'm just like my cells, my biology is energetically aroused because she's attractive, right? My cells want to procreate. My cells want to fuck. But because we are conscious beings, we are able to control this energy and direct it. So how do you do this? Well, I do it through breath work, right? Have you heard of Montauk Chia, the microcosmic orbit? The easiest way to diffuse your energy is to breathe. Now, I'm not going to show you how because I showed that in my program and I'm going to plug my program. But come on, guys, we're in the informational age. You can learn the microcosmic orbit. You can practice it. You can do it yourself. It takes time. It takes time to master. Sometimes you will breathe and maybe you might still want to bust a nut. Then that comes into like your energy is dark, toxic, too stagnant, too much chaos in your body, and you're bored or you're stimulated. It's just hard to transmute. Which leads me to my other point. Your sexual energy, without phone call, sorry. Your sexual energy will seek expression somehow. Let me see if I can find that quote. It's not, that just came up to my mind. Seek expression, transmutation. Napoleon Hill. I'm trying to look up a quote right now while I'm talking to you guys, because I'm sure you guys remember it if you read Napoleon Hill. Okay, give me like, okay, let me see if I can find it. Okay, anyways, my bad, guys. I'll summarize it because you may not, or it's going to take too long. Scratch that. I'm all over the place. Okay, so what I was trying to say is your sexual energy will seek expression some way or another, and it may not always be through your genitals, okay? If your energy centers aren't aligned, sometimes it might get stuck in your solar plexus, sometimes it might get stuck in your root chakra, in your heart chakra. Who doesn't want to get stuck in the heart chakra? Sometimes you'll experience love out of nowhere, or your throat chakra, or your head. Your sexual energy, your unique energy, whatever energy, it's just energy, okay, will get stuck in those energy centers, and that will cause you to desire something, not necessarily sexual encounters, okay, right? You may have the desire, the stimulation to watch a video, not porn, but read something, watch something. You may have a desire to eat something. That is your energy, or you can call it sexual energy, that is seeking expression, okay? When you feel sexual energy down in here, that is energy stuck in here. Or you have just a ton of hormones flowing through you because you ate something, or you, not just hormones, but you ate something that's irritating or like causing your sexual organs to get like irritated, basically, and you feel that need to discharge. But what I'm trying to say here is this, right? Wherever your energy is stuck, wherever your sexual energy is, wherever it's in abundance, it's going to want to seek expression through those energy centers. And for me, if I'm doing my daily practices, if I'm doing my breath work correctly, and it's circulating, I naturally have radiation, right? My energy radiates. And I'm not saying this to like stroke my ego, right? I'm just saying this as what I see and what I observe, right? Based on the reactions of the people. Now, not to be all self-absorbed, but when you transmute your sexual energy, you become more vibrant, you become more vital, right? Vitality, because sexual energy is your vital essence. So the more you conserve your sexual energy, your sexual essence, you have more vitality, right? You're more vibrant. You emanate energy, okay? Because you have more energy. That's just like basic stuff, okay? But when you're depleting yourself, constantly busting nuts, now you're impotent, like a limp dick. You get it? So I got to wrap this video up because I can go on and on and on and on. The way you stop a sexual urge is to do your daily sadhanas, your daily spiritual practices. Allow the energy to flow through movement, through breath work, through many different ways so that your energy doesn't get stuck down there, right? Instead of having babies down here, instead of having strong desires down here, now that I've practiced this so much, I get desires up here. You get it? Instead of having desires down here to ejaculate and to get out, my desires are higher up. Sometimes they'll just be one level higher. They'll be stuck in my solar plexus, and I'm willing myself to do things. I want to go here. I want to go do this. I'm bored. I want to go out and buy some food. So that's my sexual desire seeking expression through another means. So just because my sexual energy has been lifted into a different chakra, it does not mean that it's a healthy form of energy. I still have my weaknesses. My biggest weakness, or my biggest vices, the biggest problems I'm working through right now, is always wanting to seek stimulation. Either watching a bunch of educational videos, either wanting to eat food. Food is one thing I have not conquered yet, or wanting to create videos, create projects. Those are the higher forms of sexual expression. You get what I'm saying? Now, the idea of transmuting sexual energy, it can go very deep. It takes a lot of practice. I could go on and on and on, but I'm going to cut it here because I just needed to get the energy out, right? I was so aroused with energy, not sexually, with creative energy. And after watching Elliot Hulse, it sparked different connections in my brain. All the energy that's circulating in my body needs to come out now. So I'm making this video. So you could call that sexual transmutation. But yeah, how to get rid of your sexual urges is to do breath work, is to do movement, is to practice. All right, you guys have a good one. Peace.